How am I going to turn things in? How am I going to do this? Um, will this affect my grades? How will I take tests and quizzes? These are the types of questions that I've been getting today from my students. So I wanted to take a minute to come on and give you a few of my tips to how I recommend students organize themselves who are going to be staying home over the next couple of weeks. So hi to everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Penny Costaris. I'm an academic and life skills coach, and I've been working with students for a really long time. And what's on students' minds right now is how are they going to make the transition to homeschooling, essentially. A lot of students are pretty well supported by their schools. They have really good online resources, and the transition has been pretty seamless. But for other students, the transition to an online and homeschool environment is really foreign to them. So I just wanted to ease some of the stress today and take you through just some really quick hit points that students can start doing right away to help them be as productive as possible at home while also feeling good about it. So in general, I know that students can be disorganized and they have a hard time managing their assignments. So I understand why they might be extra worried lately, and I'm sure parents trying to figure it out too aren't really sure what to do. So I've come up with just a few simple steps to get everybody going. So these steps are for students specifically. So if you want to share this with the students in your lives, have them watch it, please do. So the first step is to get to inbox zero. What that means is to go into your inbox, your school email, and zero it out. Mark all your messages as read. So I know a lot of students tend to overlook their email and don't really pay attention to it because they know they're going to get the message from their teacher in school. Well, unfortunately, you don't have this luxury anymore, especially those of you who are between 6th and 12th grade and even in college, of course. What I want you to do is go into your Gmail right now or whatever suite you're using and highlight all and click read. Mark all the unreads as read. So get them down to having zero unread. Hey, Jill. Okay, so Jill, I'm talking about inbox zero right now. First step. Once you mark all your messages unread, you can now create folders in your mail. Let's say you're a sophomore in high school. You can make a freshman folder and then a sophomore year folder. Take all of your sophomore emails and put them into your sophomore folder. And you'll see a gap between that August and June of freshman year. Take all of your freshman emails and then put them into the freshman folder. And when you're done with this exercise, it's literally a 5 to 10 minute exercise tops. You're going to see a little message in your inbox that says, congratulations, you have no new messages. You're going to have nothing in there. So that way you can start fresh and that all incoming messages from your teachers can be seen by you and you can address them. Because the days of ignoring your email, unfortunately, are over now. You won't have the luxury of hearing the message directly from your teacher. You'll be communicating in a new way via email. So I want you to set up your inbox for success. So clear out all those old messages, mark them as read, put them in a folder. So every new communication coming in during this time where you're at home will be able to be seen by you, read by you, and acted upon by you. Okay? And if you can't act on an email in the moment that you read it, open it, read it, and if you can't act on it in the moment, mark it as unread again so that you make sure to get back to it, okay? Something interesting about email too that I've noticed is that students have, let's say, their Canvas email and their Gmail. So there's unread messages in both places. Don't ignore both emails. Go ahead and open them, mark them unread in both places, okay? So everything new, you're gonna start reading and addressing. Okay, second thing, besides inbox zero, create a daily structure. So the school day is super structured and kids thrive on structure. And then in the evenings, I've noticed that it's kind of, no structure. We don't know what to do our homework, when to do our homework, what to do. And I've addressed this in my online classes that I've made and everything else, but I really want to address it here because students are going to have to create their own structure. They're going to have agency in their lives now that they never really had before. So the best way to do that is to have some semblance of the normal school day and follow it at home. So whatever time you wake up, and I'm hoping you don't wake up too late, let's say 9 a.m. is the latest for our purposes, right? Follow each day as if it were your school day and what classes were met. So this means writing a list. So take a piece of paper and make a list of all of your classes. So we're still a sophomore in high school for this example. These are your Monday classes, your Tuesday classes, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And these are the order that everything meets. You can see that Wednesday and Thursdays are usually block days. I have them in this order because the emails that I'm expecting to correspond with these classes will come in this way too. Wednesday and Thursday might be lighter. So put your classes in order, take a piece of tape and boop, tape it on the wall next to your computer, right next to your computer, next to the clock, next to the computer, whatever you need to do to keep track of your classes in order. That way you can do the work in order, okay? So you're gonna wake up at 9. First thing we do at 9 is math. So look at the emails for math class, make sure you check the assignment, do the assignment, and then move on to Spanish. When you're done with that, move on to chemistry. Make sure you give yourselves little breaks in between. When it says art, don't just ignore art because you think it's like your easy throwaway class. Do the art, do the assignment. So if you do the assignments as they're assigned within the order of the day, you should be done with your school day at home by about 1 or 2 p.m. the latest. And you've already taken care of your homework in that time too. Okay, don't save anything for the night. You're literally doing your assignments in order and your night should be free. Okay, so that's the list. In a planner, it would look like this. You have all your assignments listed in your planner. So, your classes, math, Spanish, chem, art, history, English, PE, all in order. Here's my block day. Here are my other block days, and then a full day on Friday. And then you can follow along in your planner as well. I'm a planner person. I'm going to keep talking about planners. I think they're super effective, but physically seeing the classes in what order they meet will be a really great way for you to keep on top of assignments, have a structure to what order to go in, and you should be done by 1 or 2 p.m. Promise, okay? Last thing, so we're in box 0, giving a structure to the day. We're going to use a planner too. I recommend you use a planner. If you don't have a planner, don't worry. Paper does well. You might even have a planner that you don't use. Let's bring it on out if you haven't used it in a while. So what I want you to do with your planner is I want you to keep track of all your assignments on it. Here's why. Because your assignments might be written online, but what I foresee happening is that teachers are going to be getting a lot of assignments out of order and in different ways, and it's going to be really hard for them to keep track of them. It's going to be really hard for you to track what you turned in, and you know how zeros just kind of pop up sometimes, even when you turn something in. I really think in this case that keeping track of what you did daily, just a small little note, just jot it down, what assignments you completed, put a little check mark next to it, and make sure it matches with what you see on your Canvas or Schoology or School Loop. Just write it down. That way you have a written record and you can go back and check just in case there's any discrepancies in the grading, because I foresee that there might be some problems. Because remember, this is a new kind of reality for everyone. And what's most important in this time is that you have agency and you keep track of your own stuff. So definitely keeping track of the assignments that you do daily is going to be really important. And when it's written down, it's real. So I'm a huge fan of this. Back to the olden days when we would write things down, I still do. I still recommend it to all my students because it really is the most effective way for you guys to keep track of your stuff. Okay, and remember, if you aren't really used to using this tool, if you're kind of resistant to using a planner, which I totally understand, I meet a lot of kids who are resistant to planners. I have a mini course that you can watch. You can just, there's a sign in on the link somewhere here telling what this live is about. You can click on it and sign up for it and you'll have access to it immediately. And you can watch my videos and my slideshows so you can see how to use your planner more in depth, more than I could possibly cover in a little live like this. But go ahead and take on that mini course. It won't take long to get through it all, and it'll give you time management strategies for the daily views, your monthly view, and how to use it. I love this monthly view as well. You'll see what I mean in the videos. How to organize your binders and some study strategies that you can use as well. So go ahead and sign up for that because that'll give you a more in-depth look at what I mean by using the planner, okay? But for now, definitely use it to keep track of your assignments, okay? It's gonna be really important. because you're going to be, look, you're going to have to take a picture of the paper stuff that you got last week and send it via email. Keep track and make sure, write it down that you did that, just in case anybody has something opposite to say about that, or you find a zero or something missing. Okay, really important to keep track of your stuff. And finally, I'm going to recommend that you plan what you love. This has been a real concern. I've talked to 10 different students today and they've said the same thing. What if I get bored? You guys are really worried about getting bored. So it's kind of adorable to me because I wish I was bored. I wish there was one moment in my day where I felt like, oh, I'm really bored. What do I do? But it's very much something that you guys are worried about. And I totally understand, because how I'm seeing the word bored that you're using is I see that students are worried about losing the ability to do the things that they love, that bring them joy. And that is definitely a valid fear because of the new reality that we're in, keeping distance, not being able to do this, not being able to do the sports and the activities that we love. So I think bored really means worried that you won't do the things that you love. So I'm here to tell you, make a list, okay? Just like I have you write down what you have to do and when, I also want you to make a list of what you love, okay? I know you love cleaning your room and cleaning your car too, but bake, read, draw, call a friend, art, whatever you love to do, play video games, it doesn't matter. Make time for those too. Just like, and you'll see in the mini course, I show you how to plan your nights for homework. Just, you can, I don't know, you can adjust that and push it towards the day in this stay-at-home scenario. But just as I tell you to keep track of your assignments and what to do when, I want you to also make time for the things that you enjoy. These activities are going to make you feel happy. They're going to keep some levity in a really kind of weird circumstance that we're in. So make sure to fight boredom, that you make a physical list of the things you love to do, and that way put it right next to your class list, only put them together, and that way brain will compute and you'll say, oh yeah, not only do I need to do math and chemistry, I need to do that thing that I love as well. And then do something new the next night and something new the next night, but really take care of yourself in all of this. That's the most important thing. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and keep doing what you love. We're not in jail. We're just trying to protect each other and the most vulnerable right now, okay? So, did I get everything? I think so. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a comment. You can email me. I'll put my email in the comment as well. But sign up for my mini course. I want you to see those videos on how to manage your time, because this is a great time for you to practice being organized, staying cool, managing your time, managing your assignments, and feeling confident throughout it. Because I think this will be really fun, and I think you guys will be able to push the limits and really surprise yourselves with what you're capable of. I know you can do it. I'm super proud of you for hanging in there, and I can't wait to hear how it goes, and keep in touch, okay? Thanks you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.